Then I sort of was 60s, you know, for God's sake. I was ripe and ready for revolution. So it was completely sex, drugs and jazz, more jazz. I never liked rock and roll. And then moved very quickly, because I'm kind of a fast mover, I kind of moved quickly into radical lefty communist politics, demonstrating in London, and then getting arrested at the end of Downing Street during that bloody Sunday demonstration, 71 or something I think it was, and being dragged down the length of Downing Street by 5 gentlemen policemen, 104, one on each limb, and chucked into a bus. And I was being very noble, and I wanted to go to, what's that prison in London? Holloway, that's right. I refused to pay the fine. It was like £30 or something, or a week in prison. And my sister went and cheated on me and paid the bill. I was most offended, but I was going to be noble, you know, and go to prison. So then it moved very quickly into black politics at the time of the Black Panthers and everything in the support groups in the 70s, and then feminist. And so then, because I'm radical, I heard the word radical feminist. I thought, oh, that's nice, I like radical. I wasn't quite sure what feminist was. I even thought it was femininism. I didn't even know what the word meant, you know, I've never heard of it. But then it was sort of inevitably, because I'm, again, a bit radical as well as fast mover, it became radical lesbian politics. It was goodbye boys now. And then I went even further and it became radical lesbian separatist feminist. And then I was in Australia, and then I joined a bunch of naked women and at Amazon Acres. One of my friends bought this property, so it was very radical for a while. Then I slowly wanted something spiritual again. I didn't quite know what, so I think I'd exhausted all my options. You know, I was a Catholic, all the world was Catholics and non-Catholics, and then they were the cause of all the problems. And then it was sort of the communists, so all the white people, the rich people were the cause of the problems. Then it was black politics, and all the male, what's that? That's the white people were the cause of the problems. And then I was feminist. It was the male people who were the cause of the problems. And I truly had exhausted all options. There was no other option left except me. And I'd never heard of that before until I met these Buddhists. I bumped into these Tibetan Buddhists when I was about 31. And they suggested I should look at myself. It was a brand new idea, you know. Because the Buddha said, well, I thought I hadn't tried that one before. Let's try that one. So here I am, all these years later. So far, so good is all I can say. So for me,